This is the journal I made for Dear Julie's May Junk Journal Challenge. Mish Mash, use up your stash. It's a triple layer journal with 3 signatures. I did a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but it's hidden by the cover embellishments. And this is a bookmark that you can put in or a dangle for outside. It has a ribbon closure. And this is also removable. It's a clasp that you can remove off of it. After I had my cover finished, I used the Ultra Strength Heat and Bond, and after sewing the upholstery rose to the doily, then I heat and bond it to the front cover, so it goes on to the back. And it worked really well. I would definitely use it again. And the digitals that I used for this challenge was Mama's Rose Garden, the April Patreons, and the Freebie Friday 05/17/24. I'm calling this the Roses Mini Layers. So the closure is just a straight ribbon. And my very first element has a hidden mystery in it. So the first panel has an extra pocket, and unless you notice that there was a pocket there, you may not find it. And in there, I put a little notebook. So let's go. My very first signature starts with my macaroni box. I sanded the macaroni box down. I rolled over some brown paint, and then I sewed on the sparkly ribbon, or the sparkly lace. I have a roll of it, so I don't know what it's called. And I just added a little pocket, and then most of my enhancements were ink, the little flower, and the gem. To keep the bulk away, I kept everything flat. This is my mistake page. It was a digital that I had printed and didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. This is a vellum pocket on the front, and I just put in a journaling card. This is my map, and it is a flip-flop. I even use the map pages. So I would say 95% of the stuff in here is what I would call typically junk. My paper bag page, this one's my mail, and on one side, this one I also added a little bit of scraping to distress it a little bit more. Dad's book bank envelope, I just tucked a bookmark in it, and the bookmark is made from my master board. And then another one of the cards in that pocket. This was an extra element that wasn't required. And here's the other part of my mail. Covered it with some tissue paper that I had with roses and embellished it. The other side of my map page. And so the whole inside of the cereal box, or the macaroni box, can now be written in. And that's the end of signature 1. Signature 2, the beautiful panel. I didn't do anything with it. I liked just the way it looked. This is my material page. It's a piece of canvas fabric. And then this is my makeup page. I used the lipstick to go around the edges. It worked well. It doesn't rub off. I'll probably use that technique again. And just embellished it a little bit with the corners. This is my mini challenge in the challenge 5.124. I made 4 cards, or 5. Actually, I put 4 in the photos. One I didn't like, so I just stuck it in here, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So this is one of them. This one here is my magazine element. So I made a quadruple magazine pocket. and tucked in some of the tag elements. And this came from a seed book or a rose that you can order online. This one here is my manila elephant, and in it I have placed another mystery. And if you didn't know, you could pull this out, and I think there is a way to, oh yes, the way to open that is this way. See, even I forgot how my mystery worked. So there ended up being two mysteries in this book. And it was also a mistake because I ended up flipping the digital or the manila envelope the wrong way, so I overprinted on the same side. There I printed some digital on ledger paper. This is the card that I didn't like, but it had roses and I liked it for that, so I just stuck it in here. Beautiful digital pages. This is another one of the cards that I was playing with that didn't turn out. It wasn't going to work the way I wanted it, and I just tucked a little scorecard in there. And now we're on to our masking tape. This is made with the masking tape on the book pages. I've decorated it, the belly band all up, and in it it holds a part of the masterboard. I turn the masterboard into 5 cards, and this one is my motion element. This here is the other part of the manila envelope, and I just tucked in a large journal card in there. The other part of the magazine page. And the back of one of the cards. This one here is my magnet. It is like this. It's a very strong magnet, so it's no problem going through all those layers. And the back of my fabric page also has another scorecard in it. And it can also hold this little journal card on this side. This is my measuring tape element, and it is a hidden paper clip, and it's just holding one of the journal cards. This here is my piece of metal, and it is a bottle cap, and I've added some charms, the digital, and the back of signature 2 has the memory dex card in it, and it also has an extra motion element. So this element here folds down, it has a top tuck, it has a mini journal, and it folds up and folds down. So that is the end of signature 2. Signature 3 starts out with mesh. Piece of my masterboard in there, and this is a mesh corner tuck. Some coffee dyed paper, some more digital. This one is my math page. It was from a textbook from college, and it has a pocket on it. Then I made a little Sudoku book, and not only do I have the 5 or 6 Sudokus in there, I have the answer card to go with it. And then again, this is a little flip. This is an extra element that I made, double tuck, and just tucked in 2 cards. This was also a mistake. It printed on one of those pamphlet ones, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Let's see here. Our next one here is our music page, and it has two large journaling cards. One is just plain like this with a topper, and the other one flips over to the other side. So it has, whoops, flips on this side so you see the pretty paper. This is the scrapbook page pad that I used this month. It's not quite finished, but it will get there. This is just an envelope. That's part of the other double tuck over there, and I've just tucked in a few extra things that I still had on my desk at the end. This is the messy string. I made a cluster. I worked from the messy string up and down to make that. The other part of the math page. And in the back I have a pocket from the way I folded this page, and it has my writing board in it. And it has the ink, it has the digital, it has the sewing, and the paper bag. And that is my journal for May. I love it. I'm really happy the way it turned out. I'm surprised it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you already haven't. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.